So today's all about self-care, and we're going to check out what Rain Rehabilitation and Holistic Healing has to offer.
But the fact is the damage is still in your body. So unless you can find a way to open your system.
Ooh!
You want to turn it down a little bit, or are you feeling like it's
Oh! It's just like when it hits those certain spots.
Scan. Essentially, we'll scan your body from head to toe, removing all the negative energy that creates negative thought patterns within your mind.
Welcome to No Sag is Never Bored. So we all need a little self-care from time to time, whether that's in the form of taking a walk out in the woods or reading a book, sometimes just a nap. Really, it's whatever works best for you. And recently I was invited to go check out Rain Rehabilitation and Holistic Healing, and honestly my mind was blowing. Whether it was the deep tissue massage, the shock therapy, which I had no idea what I was in for when it comes to shock therapy, or the guided meditation that was provided to me. It was all mind-blowing. Now, full disclosure, I did receive my treatments for free and I was invited there, but my opinion would be the same whether I paid for this treatment or not. It was fantastic and I highly recommend any form of self-care, but something like this was a little above and beyond what I have the capability of doing on my own. Very cool. It's amazing what nature will kind of do on its own to give you something cool to look at. When I first walked into Rain, I was greeted by the manager, Candace, and she got me checked in, and then she told me her story of how she started with Rain.
I met Jessica a few years ago. I had terrible sciatic pain down both legs, and it was awful. And I was introduced to Jessica, and at the time I was told that I probably would need surgery to fix what was going on. And after about a year of working with Jess, she's got me to maintenance where it's just as needed. From there, we kind of built a friendship, and she's like, I'm opening a clinic, and I'm like, funny, I need a job. And it just started there, and then I started as reception, and the more I worked, I just took on more and more jobs, and now I help her run the clinic.
All right, so that was Candace. She just checked me in, and now we're gonna go and see what they got to offer here and see if they can do anything about the frequent pain I have. All right, so if you can tell me your name and kind of what you do here and just a little bit about the clinic and what you guys do here.
My name is Jessica Oli, and I opened this clinic about 3 years ago. And I started in my garage, like most small businesses do.
So when I first walked into the room, me and Jess had a little bit of a get-to-know-you session where she asked me what brought me in, and I described to her a lot of the inflammation that I get in my back and my knees due to an autoimmune disease. And she did a little bit of an assessment and then got right into giving me a deep tissue massage. But yeah, I had a massage. I'm sure most people have experienced a massage. If you haven't, I don't know what you're doing with your life, because a little bit of pain and then the intense relaxation afterwards is mind-blowing.
So I am very passionate about radial shockwave therapy. It does miraculous things. It reconstructs tissue. It opens up your tissues so that you can get better nerve and blood flow. It's really, really good for healing. And it's very expensive. It's a very expensive treatment. Most clinics charge a lot of money for it, and we offer it in our treatments. So we've recently gone nonprofit. And the idea behind that is so that we can protect our prices and protect our specially designed treatment that I created myself, that I'm very proud of. It's a treatment that includes anything you would need for healing. So it's a combination between massage therapy, radial shockwave therapy. We do cupping, cold laser. Where most of us do exercise therapy. And so we do a combination of all the treatments kind of together. And then we have our lovely Ryan that works in the brain. We also do acupuncture. And we are going to try to get all of our therapists doing radial shockwave therapy eventually. So it's just a wholesome therapy that you can hit from almost any level. And we treat almost everything. So we treat a lot of conditions that doctors and other therapists feel that are not treatable. We're willing to try and treat everything.
It's like you hit those spots and it like hurts, but then it's like relief.
Yes, immediately. Wait till you feel a shockwave.
Funny thing about thumbs, my daughter has one thumb is my thumb, very obviously, but the other thumb's her mom's.
Really?
Yeah, and like her thumbs look totally different. One's short and stubby, the other one's kind of like mine, just
Okay,
average thumb.
Does one of hers look like this?
Pretty simple.
I started as an exercise therapist and then moved into manual therapy. And then once I took shockwave therapy, I was sold. It's an amazing therapy. And I think it needs to be more accessible to the working class because we work so hard. Everybody works so hard. And why shouldn't we have access to a treatment that works? So we try to keep our prices very competitive, and we include shockwave therapy in every treatment that we do here.
And then after my massage experience came the shock therapy, and I had no idea what I was in for. You know, you hear shock therapy and right away I think of The Simpsons and when they're all strapped into the chairs and shocking each other. Thankfully, that's not what I was in for.
No, wait a minute. Wait. Folks, if I could... this is not the way to get healthy!
It was much better than that, and it's basically like, well, you'll get to watch here.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it on your skin to show you kind of what it feels like as well, okay?
When I got the massage, she found like every knot you could possibly find, which I didn't know I had that many muscles in my back, never mind that many knots.
It hurts the most. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
And she got every one.
You want to turn it down a little bit, or are you feeling like it's
Oh! It's just like when it hits those certain spots.
And then with the shock therapies, she would go over it and it's like you feel nothing, and then right where that knot was, it's amazing. Woo! It feels like a jackhammer and pressure, but painful, but in like a good way. And then intense relief after. I honestly didn't know what to say afterwards. I tried, I'll show you.
I'm at a loss of words for that. It was like intense, and like she worked out so many knots in my back, and there was pain, but it wasn't like a bad pain. It was relaxing pain. The shockwave therapy feels like a jackhammer going into your back, but at the same time it's like amazing. And now I'm all relaxed. There's some like little bit you can feel where she really works some of the stuff out, but it's absolutely incredible. Like, it's just, my brain is mush. I can't even talk right now.
But I was at such a loss for words afterwards. And hands down, one of the coolest things was that Jess was telling me how she's turned Rain into a not-for-profit. So what's traditionally a really expensive, like you're looking at probably $250 a treatment, and that's not including massage, that's just for shock therapy. Something you typically wouldn't expect to be able to afford is made very affordable, and it's such a valuable treatment that I look forward to experiencing it again. So after my massage and shock therapy, up next was a guided meditation session with Ryan.
My name is Ryan, and I have been a meditation practitioner now for over 20 years. Essentially, what I do is I work to usher people into a deep, deep state of calm. And then from there, I go about treating both the trauma and the triggers. And as we treat the trauma, it begins to release the triggers. I what I work to do is once people are in a state of calm, I teach their brain how to use coping mechanisms that it can use on their own, and eventually the brain will start self-regulating and doing this on its own, almost akin to that of how walking works. We don't think, okay, left foot, right foot. We just sort of do these things, and the more we practice these techniques, sooner than later your mind then takes over and begins using them on their own to completely keep your mind free of stress and anxiety.
I'd personally only had minimum experience with meditation. I started following Ryan on Instagram. He's got some really insightful and helpful videos he's posted on there that kind of give you some meditation techniques you can use at home, and even if you don't have any experience, if you listen to what he says, I found them really helpful. So his Instagram link will be down below. The meditation session, I had no idea what to expect, and because I was recording a video, it took a little bit to get out of my own head, I'm not gonna lie, but once I kind of was able to give in and let Ryan do his thing, the amount of energy that I felt through my body was amazing, and I can see how beneficial meditation is, especially in terms of self-care. And
we are going to begin by taking 3 deep breaths. We're going to inhale to a count of 3, hold for 1, slowly exhale to a count of 4.
Centering yourself, and if you're dealing with anxiety or something, letting that go, or whatever reason you have for dealing with meditation, like, you know, if you want it for disciplinary reasons or just to help you focus on something, I can see it being incredibly beneficial. I found it incredibly beneficial, and I've been using Ryan's techniques in like my daily life since I got introduced to them, and I find them absolutely fascinating and fantastic.
Inhaling 1, 2, 3, hold for 1, and slowly exhale. 1, 2, 3, and
And I found Ryan to be a very interesting guy. He's written a couple of books, and I'm actually interested in looking forward to getting my hands on those and reading those. One's a self-help book, and the other one sounds like a little bit more of a work of fiction that sounded really interesting to me as well.
So I ask you to imagine being outside once again walking down a beautiful scenic trail in the forest. I want you to see yourself there and everything around you.
I just honestly can't stress the benefits of meditation and how much I've really enjoyed it, and I'm trying to incorporate it more and more into my daily life. You put me to where that place that I want to build is, which would be my Zen place, and my like Zen place that I can take anywhere. So it's always there.
Absolutely. And the thing is, the reason why why it works like that within your mind is because it really doesn't matter how much meditation you've done in the past, because people think, well, I can't meditate, I can't stay focused for more than 30 seconds. It doesn't matter, because I can get you there, because essentially your mind wants you to do this because it wants you to be well.
That meditation experience was something else. Like, it's amazing how if you just let yourself go and experience it all, what a difference it makes, the energy, and I feel so relaxed and at peace right now, and I can't thank them here at Rain here enough for this experience. It was just fantastic and highly recommended. I just gotta say thanks, you guys. This is an amazing experience that I would recommend to anyone, and just for anyone who kind of needs a little bit of help and some self-care, I recommend Rain, or if you don't live in Edmonton, anywhere that offers this kind of service is definitely something I recommend checking out. So I just thank you guys so much.
Oh, it was our, yeah, absolutely. It was our pleasure to have you, and we look forward to seeing you again.
Okay, well, I gotta say that was amazing. Just an incredible experience. I feel like a brand new person. never ceases to amaze me how good I feel after just a short walk in the woods. That's like the ultimate for me. Thanks for watching No Sag is Never Bored. Remember, boredom is a choice. Take care of yourselves out there. And a big thanks to Rehabilitation and Holistic Healing. Thanks to you, my knees haven't been bothering me all week. And I mean, like, look, I'm squatting down here and I'll actually be able to stand up pain-free, which is kind of nice. If you think self-care is as important as I do, maybe leave a comment down below and let me know some of the ways you like to take care of yourself. And don't forget to give this video a like and share with your friends, especially if you know someone who needs to take a little better care of themselves. And, you know, just let them know you care and that they should start thinking about ways to relax a little bit. And remember that life's too short to be stressed out all the time. And the world we live in isn't made for that. So let's do everything we can to help each other out and find new ways to take care of ourselves. Oh hey, and if you like this video, then think about clicking that subscribe button. I'm always doing something different and just my never-ending quest to not be bored. So think about clicking that subscribe button and see what other shenanigans I get up to next.